Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, 18 CV 62, Module 2, Lecture 6, Applied Geotechnical Engineering, 6th semester. So today class continuation of Module 2, Construction of Newmark's Influence Chart. For the specified depth Z, say 10 meter, the radii of circles are calculated from the relative radii of table 1, 2.7 meter, 4 meter, 5.18 meter, and so on. These circles are then drawn to a convenient scale, say 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meter or 1:200. A suitable number of uniformly spaced rays to get required influence value are drawn, emanating from the center of the circle. The resulting diagram will appear as shown in the figure. On the figure is drawn a line AB representing the depth Z to a scale used in drawing circles. If the scales used is 1 centimeter is equal to 2 meter, then AB will be 5 centimeter. The influence value for this chart will be I is equal to 1 divided by C into S. The same chart can be used for other values of the depth Z. The length AB is taken equal to depth Z of the given problem, and to that scale the loaded diagram is plotted on a tracing sheet to be superimposed later on the Newmark chart to obtain the vertical stress at the desired point. So next, what is the applications of Newmark's influence chart? The application of Newmark's influence chart in solving the problems is quite easy and simple. The plan of the loaded area is first drawn on a tracing sheet to the same scale as the scale of the line segment AB on the chart representing the depth Z. The location of the point where the vertical stress is required is marked on the plan, say as P. Now the tracing sheet is placed over the chart such that point P comes exactly over the center of the chart from where the rays are emanating. Now the number of mesh covered by the plan is counted. In case of partly covered mesh, an intelligent judgment of the fraction of mesh covered is required. Let the total number of mesh be equal to N. Then the vertical stress at the desired depth is given by sigma z is equal to I into N into Q, where I is equal to influence value, that is equal to 1 by C into S, where N is equal to number of meshes under the loaded area, Q is equal to uniformly distributed load, C is equal to number of concentric areas, S is equal to number of radial lines. So next, approximate method. So the method discussed in the preceding sections are relatively more accurate but are time consuming. Sometimes the engineer interested to estimate the vertical stresses approximately. For preliminary design, thus saving time and labor without sacrificing accuracy to any significant degree. They are also used to determine the stress distribution in soil under the influence of complex loading and or shapes of loaded area. So two commonly used approximate method. So first one is equivalent point load method. Second one is contact pressure. These are the two methods, approximate methods commonly used.